Hey, this is Andy O'Neill from digitalmediaauditor.com, and this is a short training video for you. And what we're going to do today is I'm going to show you how I optimize images for web. And I see this, it's so often that I see websites where images load slow, and when I look at the code and I look at the images, they're huge and they're really way too big for web, and they slow down websites, and slow websites can hurt your SEO ranking with Google. So I'm going to show you how to take an image and get it as small as possible while keeping quality so it looks good. So I'm just on pexels.com, just a free stock photo site. Let me go find something. Let me grab this image. All right, got that saved. Now, the first thing I'm going to do, let's open this image. All right, so let me show you. It's right here. It is 3.8 megabytes, so it's 3,800 kilobytes. Okay, so and you can see it's kind of a full width image, and I'm going to pretend like we're going to use this for a background. So this is going to go wall to wall or edge to edge on our website. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open Photoshop here, and I'm going to open this image. In Photoshop. And right now I'm not going to crop it, but I am going to reduce the width, and the width needs to be 1950. And ideally, once I put this on my site and figured out what size it needed to be, I would crop it the correct height. But for this example, we're just going to go width. So we're going to save for web. I got my save for web dialog here. Now you can see this thing is 2,560 pixels wide. That is too wide for a today for a website. So I'm going to make it 1920 wide. And again, that is the width if you're going wall to wall. If you're making it an image, a feature image, it might need to be a different size. The important thing is crop your images to the right dimensions. And so I'm going to go 1920 wide for this one. And I'm going to save it. And I'm going to save it here. And I'm going to just call it 1920W. All right, now we're going to go over back to our browser. And I've got a website open. It's Kraken, Kraken.io. And we are going to what I call crack this image, and you can use this site for free. I just clicked on the free uploader. Let's go back to our images here, so you can see we started, it was 3,800K. Now we're at 666K, so that brought it way down. We changed the size, and then we saved it for web. And so now, even though we've saved it for web, we're going to take that down even further. So I'm going to drag that image right off here into Kraken, and we scroll down here, and you can see we're at 543K, a savings of 122K. I'm going to go back to Photoshop, and I'm going to do something here. I'm going to look at my settings. And because this is again, this is a wall-to-wall image, the way we're cropping this, I'm going to change this back to 1920 for our width. And I'm going to take my quality down to about 35. And you may have seen there was a little bit of degradation of the quality on the image. But when it's a background image, that doesn't matter as much, I found. I'm going to just arrow up. I'm going to take that to 45. Okay, so our image still looks pretty good. It's not terrible. Okay, so I'm at 45, so I'm going to save that now, and I'm going to put here -45Q for quality. Okay, so now we're going to look here, my 45Q. All right, so the first one I did at 60 quality is 666. Now we're at 440K. So I'm going to crack that image again. Or I'm going to crack this 45 quality. We'll see if we can get a little bit smaller. Yeah, now we're at 427 versus 543. So an image like that with that much detail, and again, it needs to be cropped, height-wise to make it smaller. We haven't done that. That image probably won't be that high in a web page, but we've got it down, pretty small. I'm going to right-click here and save the link. And what I always do, so I always keep a copy of the original and the cracked version. So I do a -io because this website is kraken.io. I do a -io at the end, and I know, oh, this image has been cracked, so I can keep track of them that way. And this is the image that I would upload to my website. Okay, still pretty good. Still looks great, but we have reduced that quality. We went from 3800K to 428K, and you might be able to get this a little bit smaller, but that's a really good size for this size of an image. Again, 1920 wide, and it's still 1376 tall. Generally, when I put an image like this in a website, it's not going to be over 800 or 1,000 tall. So we could even, shrink that down even further just by cropping it and then saving it for web and cracking it again. So just to review, we went out and we got our image from pexels.com. We pulled it into Photoshop. We did a save for web. Okay, we saved it as a JPEG. Our quality is 45. If you have a smaller image, I'll do more of like a 60 to 80 quality. But since this is so big, I knock it down to 45. And then we take it over to kraken.io and we crack it, we smush it, we make it smaller, and we optimize it for web. I hope this video has been helpful. If you have any questions, you can email me and ask me, and I'd be happy to answer those questions about either optimizing images or anything as it relates to digital media. Thanks for watching.